Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Black Eyes. So this isn't just Black Eyes, this is Black Eyes for the Third Reich Events mod, the German graphical augmentation mod, the Units of the Third Reich mod. There's also a little thing that I added in which adds like river names and names to different seas, etc. like that. Which is pretty cool. It doesn't cover every part of the world, but it covers enough. Like, we can see the rivers over here in Russia, Germany, France, basically Europe in general. Spain, to an extent. Not all the way, but basically these ones here. I mean, I feel bad for the guy. I can imagine that took a long time. Actually, no, it has all the rivers. Awesome. Okay. And, yeah, the River Tiber. So there we go. Yes, I would like to thank Steve Lars, Eroclancy, you guys have been awesome, as well as Mirinal Sinha, with his advice on stopping the game from crashing. So, yes, right, addressing the elephant in the room. The last attempt really ended due to bloody issues with the save. I don't know. I loaded in and no units available. So, let's get on with things then, shall we? So we're going to build up some IC. I think I'm going to go for only 50 IC. Right, so 10... Just need 5 then, so 3, 4, 5. But in Breslau and Berlin, I'm going to build it up to level 10. I believe you gain like a bonus for the heavy industry. I could really do with reading a lot more about the actual modifiers and how they work in game. Okay, so let's take a look at the decisions then. We need to really focus on having manpower. I need manpower like crazy. At the moment we gain 7.7 manpower each month, so you can imagine, ooh, I don't know. Let's do a little bit of a calculation here. So, 7.7 per month for a year would be 84.7 manpower, hardly anything. Obviously, we need to ramp that up massively. So let's go for our decisions here then. So, annual espionage focus. We're going to go with political spying. The reason being I'm going to play the spy game in Austria in an attempt to actually bring the Anschluss closer. As we're going to have our own set to maximum priority. For the moment in time, I'm not going to focus on anybody other than Austria, I think, so I can save on having to spend leadership on spies. Not that one, there we go. I mean, I should be trying to steal technology from the Soviets, but it's one of those things. I'd rather get this done. That also does remind me I do need to sign out to Steam. There we go. There's my lovely Aku. I absolutely adore Aku. Right, there we go, one moment. So, there we go. Economic boost, we're going to go with long term. It's going to reduce the amount of ICs that we have in the immediate short term, but it does allow us to access certain projects. Yes, this project will depend upon available resources and layer choices. Right, military academy, airport, rail, road network. Screw Abyssinia, don't care. Black Ice game guide, yep, sure. Right, to start, we're going to go with normal, as obviously I don't have the experience as of yet. I mean, I defeated Poland, but I think that was kind of sloppy, so I'd rather not do that again. Well, as badly again. Now, I do have 23,402 supplies, so I can sell some of them for a little bit of cash to begin with. Right, the Kriegsmarine creation. The Oberkommando der Marine was Nazi Germany's naval high command of the highest administrative and command authority of the Kriegsmarine. Created. Creation of a Luftwaffe command structure. On the 1st of January 1934, the Rhineland program was secretly launched. Its objectives were to create an air force of more than 4,029 aircraft that would impress the Allies by numbers. This air force was called the Risk Luftwaffe and was ready by September 1935. On the 9th of March 1935, Germany announced to foreign military attachés that the Luftwaffe had officially come into being on March 1st. 1 week later, on March 16th, I don't know if that's 1 week later, more like 2 weeks later, whatever, Hitler announced the military clauses of the Treaty of Versailles and announced plans to create an army of 36 divisions. The Luftwaffe and German armed forces, Wehrmacht, had come out of the closet. The Luftwaffe would be organized into 7 Luftkrieg commandos, each was responsible for geographical area in the Reich. Do not change the unit's names or you will disrupt the chain of events. We'll create it as an independent branch. I went with integrated as part of the Wehrmacht last time, but we're going to go with the independent branch. There we go. Right, national recruitment policy. One of those things is it's like going for that just really hurts you. It's just massively painful. that one decreases the IC efficiency, but with this one, we just don't have any bonus to manpower, and that's a shame. I need that manpower. Also, it's a massive hit to IC efficiency. So we're going to go with the sane approach. Okay, our leader's back story. So we need manpower. Everything requires manpower. Now then, unit recruitment time. Yes, please. Leadership modifier. Yes, we'll go with the leadership modifier. Okay, yep, there we go. Manpower. So it increases consuming goods during wartime and supply consumption, but that's worthwhile for that manpower. That extra bit of manpower is going to make a big difference in all the time before the war. Yep, more manpower, so that's 10% so far. 15%. There we go. So that's an extra 15% on top of the, was it national focus? So we're up to now 10.9 manpower per month. So before we had 84.7, so now if we do 10.9 times 12, that's 130.8 manpower. So that's a significant increase, and we can increase it further. So you can see there 2-year draft, propaganda press, normal, peacetime recruitment policy, childhood, competitive athlete, radio character, and young adult and militant. So that's an extra 15. So, annual national focus, the army. So we also gain some organization and popularity with the NSDAP, which is sweet. So extra manpower there, though our, well, air and navy assets do take longer to produce, that's fine. And we also get the Fiora Principe. National unity increases, ruling party support increases, research efficiency increases, so I think that negates the -3 from earlier. Was the -3 something around that time? IC efficiency for production we can negate through ministers, so there we go, that's an extra 20% production. We're also going to build these. Right, so until December 27th of December 1936 we lose a bit of IC, energy, metal, rares, supplies and money, but it's worth it to have these new armaments. And there we go. So I can block the lift of the Rhineland. France will not try to defend this and will not go to war. So yes. There's no point. There we go, normal China. Normal Japan. Normal Italy. Normal Allies. Normal Soviets. A new day is dawning. Okay. So for the Anti-Solution of Austria, we need the NSDAP to have an organization of at least 50 or popularity above 50. We also need the modifier political crisis in Austria. And, yes. Okay. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Right, there we go, so manpower's increased a little bit further. So from 10.9 to 11.7, so 11.7 times 12 is 140.4 manpower per year. So now let's go to politics. So the mods have really changed the ministers, and I really love that. I thought it was really kind of like meh how the ministers didn't really have much difference between some of them. Like, why would Goebbels be the same as some other random bloke? You know what I mean? Right then, so, Rudolf Hess, IC plus 2.5, threat impact minus 50, IC efficiency for production 2.5, construction practical delay. Now Hitler, Führer of the Third Reich. So increases party support and changes in neutrality. William Canaris does impact on our leadership, but it does improve our espionage. I want rid of him. He's looking attractive so far with that leadership bonus, but that IC efficiency reduction does hurt. Though the research efficiency is quite nice. And we have Halmar Schacht. Usual there. We have Reinhard Heydrich. Yeah, so he's basically preventing partisans, or at least reducing them. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So we could have extra supply throughput, which is going to become very important one day. I mean, especially having that organization regain rate too. That's very, very nice, actually. He could come in very handy during war. So I think, let's see. So we lose some IC over here, which isn't great. With Halmar Schacht, we gain IC. We lose a bit of money, but we gain the IC. Well, the raw IC. Well, we don't lose anything else. So we'll go with Halmar Schacht, I should say. Okay, Chief of Staff Ludwig Beck. Okay. Now I'm going to go with you. Then again, mobile unit practical decay. We are going to be producing far more infantry, so I think we'll keep with Ludwig Beck. Right, Chief of the Army, Werner von Fritz. So, Werner von Bloomberg, or Werner von Bloomberg. Land organization increases, infantry theory decay. Look at that, 25%. That is massive. Okay. So now that's pretty impressive too, the armor practical decay. So I mean, practical is what you actually use, it is what actually speeds up production of the armor. So that's good to know, it's good to have too. So let's see, I mean, Walter von Lutzwitz increases manpower. He doesn't have any negatives, which is quite good. Neither does Erich Ludendorff, but Ludendorff doesn't really help us out in such a way. I would say that this is the most appreciable aspect here, the extra manpower. So I'm going to go with that. Right, Chief of the Navy. Great Admiral. Naval Organization, Capital Ship, Practical Decay. That's pretty handy, actually, I'm not going to lie. I mean, that's a massive, massive boost there. Okay, Chief of the Air Force. So we have Hermann Goering, Head Organization, Resources. Now, Resources is pretty nice. We'll keep it with Hermann Goering then. Okay, Minister of Security. So we have Wilhelm Frick. Ruling party support does increase, partisan efficiency decreases. So let's take a look at Joseph Goebbels. So leadership modifier, territorial pride. So that seems to be the same as before, or previously. Alfred Hugenberg. More manpower there. Now that's pretty good. Karl and Franz Guttner. Yeah, we'll look at that. That leadership espionage bonus is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Then again, having that extra manpower is nice, so that's a 5%. Anyways, it's just the same thing. Except you don't have the espionage bonus while you gain territorial pride and national unity. Which we don't have that much national unity, we're not there at the moment. So I think what we'll do then is... we'll stay with Goebbels for the moment. I mean, that extra leadership is pretty good. Right, Armaments Minister. So, I mean, you can see here the infantry fury. You could really keep your fury and practical quite good. Oh, wow, look at that. Halmar Schacht, 10% IC. It does reduce the national manpower modifier by 10%, which is a big thing, but 10% extra IC is pretty incredible. I mean, from him alone, we gain about 12.5% IC, which is massive. That's a big difference. So we will go with you then. So we'll have the Schacht brothers. Right, Foreign Minister. Consumer goods decreases. I could have Goebbels again, so that would be a 10% increase in leadership modifier. 6% territorial pride, 10% party support, and 0.02 unity. Though... I'm actually warming to the idea of having Goebbels again. I mean, it would be nice to reduce the consumer goods during peacetime, because that's real IC that we're actually not using, and that could go towards production. But then again, with Goebbels, we gain 10%, well, another 5% leadership, more territorial pride, and importantly, more unity and ruling party support. So we'd be able to increase our popularity much faster, which allows us to have other modifiers. So we'll go with Goebbels again, so we'll have the Goebbels brothers and the Schacht brothers. Now the head of government we can't replace. Okay, now for laws, we have mixed industry. So go to our economic laws. Sorry, no, the industrial laws. There we go. So we'll go to mixed industrial. Boom, bada boom. Okay. Right, yes. So, prioritize production. So we'll have these at the forefront. The factories in Berlin won't take long to produce, and then we'll be fine from there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. The ships, what we're going to do is we're going to produce the aircraft first. There we go. So production is at 181.47. We are prioritizing it. Okay. So now manpower. So 11.3 at the moment. So it's gone down from the 11.7, but with the 11.3 times 12, that's still 124 manpower per year. Obviously that is a large increase, a decrease I should say. But we should be able to make that up with some technology. So we're still gaining a decent amount of manpower per year, which is going to be very important. Right, so let's set things up here. So leadership modifier. Okay, let's grab them. Leadership, that impacts on manpower. We just need them all, pretty much. Okay. Industry. Steel armor. Okay. Radios can go at the bottom too. I need anything that has an immediate effect to go at the top. Especially these two here. So that's a nice boost there. Big impact here. So new industry at the top. There we go, at the bottom. Nothing here. Right, infantry. Now that impacts on the build time. I think what we'll do then is we'll go with aircraft first and then infantry and artillery. Then again, artillery I could do quickly. There we go. The reason for the delay on the infantry is that increase in build time. That extra 18 days could make a big difference. Then again, I might as well produce the best troops. We'll have it in there anyway. Right, get these. Okay. So those ones don't have an impact. So steel armor casting can go up there. Okay. Right, standard infantry branch at the top too. So then we can build the new types. Right, artillery brigade. Increases build time. That can go up there too. Armor. AFV. Those other two can wait. Right, welded plates. Special forces. Okay, so we are going to need mountain warfare equipment and among other things. Marine activation, paradrop activation. Air landing. Ski brigades. Yeah, the elite commando. Very good. Yeah, the amphibious invasion. Those are very handy to have. Extreme terrain. So it doesn't seem to impact upon the actual default troops, default infantry, but it seems to be impacting on the actual special forces, i.e. like mountainous and other specialized forces. Okay, so prototypes, yes. I'm going to be building medium bombers, so I do need that. 4-engine aircraft. It would be good to increase my practical, well, my theory and practical. Well, practical is building, theory is obviously researching. But we'll have that low on the list for the moment, so assault gliders, ugh. Do I really need these? Not right this moment. Right, machine gun focus. See, these things can come at the bottom of the list as well, because these are only increasing their things after the fact. It's not going to change it if they're built, so to say. Same again for these. Air systems. Well, something like this. a game comes after the fact, I believe. We'll see. Either way, we'll have all these things anyway. Jet tech. Right now, submarines. I need that submarine battery, periscope, and torpedo tubes so that we can build the proper up-to-date submarines. Okay. So keep these at the top. And there we go. And so once we know how much leadership we have, then we can set things accordingly. I'm not going to need too much in the way of officers because I'm not planning on having many battle commanders. I might just remove most battle commanders and then keep my officer recruitment rate. I mean, they would be good, not gonna lie. Okay, stuff over here. Now, these are just like things that can go at the bottom that can be researched when we have spare IC. Sorry, leadership, I should say. Though it does impact upon their build time, so they can go at the bottom. Grand battle plan. I don't know if I want to increase that. Deep battle plan. I suppose I do. The Germans did have historically larger formations, like larger divisions, infantry divisions, panzer divisions. I mean, a panzer division for the Soviets was roughly equivalent to like a panzer corps. Okay. Now these are good to have. I'll go for the fighters first, though, if they have anything. Tactics. Air attack. The thing with the fighter bombers is it's like, I'd rather just have fighters or bombers. Obviously there is the bonus of having like that flexibility, but I'm not going to be building fighter bombers. So I think I'm just going to leave fighter bombers as they are and use interceptors to cover. Okay, those bombers, targeted focus, strategic air command. Okay. So just grab everything here. Logistical strike and installation strike, strategic strike. These can come later. Right, strategic air, heavy bomber. There we go. Deutschland, Deutschland. Right, there we go. So we're not going to make any trades on the first day. Like, I'm not going to set this to automated. Purely because if you set it to automated on the first day, you're going to be using supplies to trade rather than actual cold hard cash. And I'd much rather use cash than we save IC for production. So we'll do that. Now, I could set some other production into motion, i.e. like infantry. Would I be better off just waiting for that infantry research to go ahead? I think I might be better off doing that, because then it's going to save on actual production. Well, upgrades, I should say. So at the moment, let's find out. So, brigade attachment, infantry. Yeah, 1934 model. So I might as well just wait for that, and then have actual proper up-to-date troops. We will need to readdress the order of battle, and FYI, I'm just going to save here just in case anything goes wrong. So we're going to have Germany 1936 opening. There we go. So we have this save there just in case everything crashes and I need to do all this shit again. I don't have to go crazy. Okay. I do like the changes actually to like the airfields and also like the naval bases, like they're blue when they're actually holding ships, which is really good. I like that. It makes it a lot easier to tell. I can't see any other nation's air base that's occupied. Oh no, this one's occupied. So we know there's actually a plane in there. So they're yellow. They are yellow when they're occupied by air forces. So what we're going to do then is we're going to bring together the actual Luftwaffe as a whole. But yes, that's much easier to see and it's much less obnoxious than green. Right, so we'll have them rebase. Actually, we'll have them rebase to a large air base. This would be down here, actually. That's a very large one. Though is that one. So that one's not actually occupied, so that means we don't have to be faffing about. So we'll have them move to Ansbach. Now, so I'll select forces in Germany proper, in the Reich proper. I'm going to select garrison forces to begin with. Oh, these are the... Right, okay, so they're known as S now, so I guess X for security or something? But anyway, we'll grab them, so that's 12 units there. Right, so... move them there. I'll have them under their own sort of command so we can increase their defensiveness. Standard infantry have something like a 15% bonus to defense, while like garrison have something like 80%. Well, it actually is 80%. What am I talking about? Something like... That's the actual correct matter. Okay. Just in case Belgium does turn, because they did in our previous playthrough, which was rather annoying. The thing about these is that they have the anti-air, which I do like. Right, so with them out of the way, let's remove them. Okay, start in the middle then. It's weird, it goes up and then down sometimes. Okay, remove the Kriegsmarine and Luftwaffe components, as well as the AA. And again, the AA could be very handy to have like more control over. But we do have, yeah, okay, so von Manstein is leading like some heavy artillery. That's really, really bad. I do find it rather irritating. I mean, I'd probably better off just like changing it so no leads are assigned. That would probably be a better thing to do. And then just taking manual control of actual leader assignment. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll do it like that. Right. So it doesn't seem as though we have anything other than the actual Wehrmacht hierarchy. I do have Hitler in there, but I don't need Hitler in there. Ah, there we go. Luftwaffe. And me. Okay, that looks correct. So we'll have them gather here. So I think I will take control of the actual air defense elements. The reason being they can be very handy. That's 7 at the moment. I don't know if that's all of them, so we'll just go through again and check. Okay, that seems to be them all. Ah, so there we go. 8. We missed one of them then. Okay. Resources. Well, what I'd like to see is like the amount of AA in each province. I'll have to figure that one out. So what we'll do then is... I mean, what would be better off doing then is really creating like a sort of wall of air defense like at the border. If I make it difficult for them to actually approach, that would be much better. So we want to defend really across the Benelux, primarily. So we'll start with these industrial regions down here. I want a proper wall though. I could just have them assigned to actual forces, which, well, the actual locations, which probably does make a lot more sense, and actually now that I think about it, there's no point having a wall if I don't have enough units for said wall. So what we'll do is we'll redeploy them on the actual resource assets, so industrial and, of course, resource, like domestic, well, general resources. Okay, so at the moment we have the 3 theatre commands. We have south, west, and east. Okay, so I think I will keep these commands. Yeah, we'll keep the theatre command, so what we'll do then is have the theatre command stay there and here. But what we'll do then is we'll have all units under which unassigned, so then I can distribute them properly. Right, so we have Luftwaffe, that's fine. The army here can move. Well, I'll have them move personally over there. But everything underneath you can be unassigned. Just check in, yep, they have security. Group cell, cavalry, there we go. So nothing, like, Luftwaffe related. So, yep, unassigned. There we go. Now to the Kriegsmarine. Right. So we have the Grafspee. Okay, so we have some seaplane tenders in here. Convoy Raider. That thing's tiny. Let's see. Max speed 17. The Grafspee can go 31, 31, 31, 32. Just looking for the slowest thing. So the torpedo boats can only reach... so torpedo boat can do 32. It's the seaplane tenders, actually. Yes, they're very slow. So what I might do then is unattach the actual convoy raiders and the seaplane. Yes, 16. That limits the actual speed of the fleet, so we'll remove them and have them for, like, basically patrol. Why can't I get rid of that? Okay. Needs to be, I'll just get rid of it. Can I transfer everything else out from the fleet then? Yeah, that works. Not that smart, are you now, bitch? Right, there we go. Okay. So you could be upgraded. Right then. So range 4,000. Isn't much range to these forces, really. Then again, they don't need to be going very far at all, do they? Pocket battleship, main armored 1931, so they do have all the same. Okay. So we'll have the Grafspee as the pride of the fleet. For the moment, anyway. So there we go, we can have them based over here at Kiel. Awesome. Right, so soon we'll be able to gain some passenger ships. I do have some over here, so we have the Schleswig-Holstein. Or Schleswig-Holstein. Schlesien. This is when it's like talking German makes me like talking tongues. Okay, torpedo boat 2, which is capable of 32, that's good. They are rather slow. So what I'll do then is have this as part of the Coastal Defense Force. And I could, yeah, so 16, 32. So I need that torpedo boat out of there. There we go, torpedo boat out. But yes, the coastal battleships and etc. could protect like the transport fleet. So torpedo boat. Head to Kiel. I mean, the seaplane tenders would be nice. I like to see what they have effect. Surface detection, free visibility. Air defense, yeah, so they give good air defense. And again, we do have that anyway. So we'll just keep them separate. Okay. Have them meet. We'll have them meet at Rostock along with the pocket battleships. Yeah, that's going to Kiel. Right, combine. Actually, just meet at Königsberg. Alright, Königsberg. There we go. And then we can have these forces transported over into the mainland. Well, into the main area of the Reich. So therefore we can organise properly. Right, it's good to save over that other save. Yes, overwrite. Okay, so that's more or less everything organised for the moment. What I'm going to do actually is auto sign off. And there we go. Right. So we'll have a day go by. Right, we don't have that much leadership as of yet, so what I'll do then is have it all focused into research for this moment. Then on the 2nd of January we can change it. There we go. Great Depression effects. Whoops. Sorry about that. Just move that out of the way. Okay, Fascist Militia, yes, activate. Black Ice Battle Commander. The Battle Commander unit represents an important general. This unit can be used to return the tide of battle, provide a bit of extra flavour to command. Your nation might already have a few in the start of an order of battle, which we do. Remove Erich von Manstein, Gerd von Rundstedt, Erwald von Kleist. Yeah, you can see that officer recruitment is rather painful. I mean, the 10% isn't too bad, but I'd rather... then again, those are really good commanders. So I would be able to keep Erich von Manstein. We'll keep one Bolo commander then. Right, Scharnhorst, yeah, nicer now. I mean, I could wait 100 days longer to have bigger guns. Which... I... No. No. 28 centimeter guns will do fine. Right, the upper blitz. The reliable blitz 3.6 3-ton version was used in large numbers by the German Wehrmacht armed forces throughout World War II. Derived variants included an elongated version, the four-wheeled dry blitz A. To cope with the bad road conditions and the Rasputia, Matsusen on the eastern front, a half-tracked mule variant was built. Cool. 130,000 blitz trucks and sachets. Sachet? No, I'm saying that wrong. The sachet. Sachet? I can't remember how you fucking pronounce it. I know how you pronounce it, but I just can't say it. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. There we go, anyway. So getting tank factory and aircraft guns in Medberg. Right now, more decisions. We'll have the reoccupation of the Rhineland. So we gain... well, we lose neutrality, we lose descent. We gain cash, rares, metal, and importantly 200 manpower, including officers and unity. Okay. Boom. That's nice. No nations willing to stop the Reich. So we gain even more organization and popularity. Boom, bada boom. Okay, laws, 3-year draft. So we're going to go for 3-year draft. That boosted manpower is well worth it. And then what else was it? The war economy. So economic laws will go to war economy. Obviously that has an impact on our leadership, among other things. Also recruitment stays the same. Consumer goods during peacetime increases somewhat. Daily descent increases. We don't lose as much money, which is good. We'll go for that. I mean, Hammerschacht will be able to increase that as well, so that's like a stacking effect. Okay, so let's see. So now we have 12 manpower per year, so 12 times 12 is 144. So that's decent. So it's remove the issues of having Hammerschacht, the president of the Reichsbank. Okay, industry prepares for war. I'm not entirely sure what it does, but we have set our economy on a war foot and reduce our commercial industry. We can now build up our military-based industry. Okay. And there we go. Now we have a lot of leadership. So I have enough for all the things I want to do right now, which is good. Then we can add to it as we need to. Check now, there might be some things I've missed. I mean, like having research into escorts could be decent. Because it increases our convoy efficiency. Like escort efficiency too. Which is nice. Ah, there we go, missed that one. And there we go. Prototypes. So the 4 engines, so I can get them going. And the assault gliders, why not? Right, that does not leave me with very much, actually. So take off assault gliders. What I'll do then is I'll remove these for the moment, so that leaves us with some spare leadership. Okay, 46. So I can remove officers for the moment and focus on espionage. Right, so... And the thing is, we're only focusing on Austria, so I should probably be able to get away with just having, like, this much, and obviously my own. So we'll see how we get on. Right, so we'll have a day tick by. Right, so we are on the 2nd here. What we're going to do then is going to allow automated trade to go ahead. So I'll just decline that for the moment. But we'll be trading for resources with money, which is good. Right, government sector. So I could go for unit recruitment time. I could go for that one, which increases the amount of money I gain. That would be nice, but it's not a very high chance, while that is not too bad if we don't gain it. So let's go with the risk there of the extra money. Yeah, so see that backfired. Just a shame. Personality effects. For example, playing Germany, if you lose ground or let your resources drop below a certain point, an event will trigger featuring Hitler demanding you recapture that land or better manage the economy. Hitler will also grant a random, either a positive boost to the resources or tech gain or a penalty. This leader interference can be activated by the option below. Now we'll go with yes then. The Berghof was Hitler's home. Bavarian Alps. Whereabouts was it? I can't remember exactly where it was. We have Bad Reichenhall. Here we go. I knew it was somewhere around here. Sweet. So I mean we gain a hell of a fortress there, and a lot of AA. Holy boy. Right, man. The Man Enterprise supplied diesel engines for submarines, tanks, cylinders for projectiles, artillery for every description. Man also produced gun parts, including the Mauser K98 rifle bullets. Sweet. Awesome. Nürnberg. Right. These are already ready, which is quite good. As far as IC goes, we don't have enough anyway, so what I'll do then is I'll wait. Actually, no, we're actually focusing on consumer goods at the moment, because obviously we have the issue with descent. So that'll only take a moment. Right, where have I gathered? Right, so they're all gathered down here. Okay. And those are close to that spot. Okay. They can move over there. What do we have here? We have a hospital. Awesome. A lot of medium bombers. There we go. So, popularity, well, unity is increasing, which is good. The size of changes is modified by the Führer of the Third Reich and propaganda press. Officers, we aren't recruiting any at the moment, we'll be able to change that soon enough. Okay, so let time tick on by. Right, Wehrmacht upgrades allow the events. The Schutzstaffel. The SS consisted of the three combat regiments, the Liebenstadter. I'm going to go with the ahistorical full divisions, mostly because I'm going to end up forgetting to do that at some point. I guarantee it. Right. Yep. And Castle. Sweet. So we have the creation of the Waffen-SS command structure. The creation of the Waffen-SS. In March of 1940, after an agreement between the army and the SS, the title of Waffen-SS was officially created. Himmler gained approval for the Waffen-SS to form its own high command, the Kommandant der Waffen-SS within the SS blah 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 blah. You have two choices of command structure, an SS theatre headquarters for a totally independent commander, or an SS army group which can be attached to an existing theatre. I will go with a SS theatre. Let's see. Himmler's headquarters. Yes, we'll go in the army group headquarters. Oh, sweet, so we have the actual armies already. That's pretty damn handy. What are the commanders like? Not bad. Not bad. Himmler commands here. He's an incompetent general, though. Those are the Reichsführer SS. Oof. Not very good. I'd want to replace him immediately. So we have some security divisions that I could break away. SSAA 2. Heydrich. Air Spotter. Quartermaster. Waffen SS. Okay. Right. It's good to have all this research going ahead, though. So, standard infantry, April 15th. So, not long. And then we can start cranking out actual infantry. At least they'll be of the 1936 tech rather than the poorer. We are still producing these. Right. Are we just switching over to industry now? Yes. Do you want revolts? Okay, we'll have revolts. It does hurt the enemy as well as me. Okay, so these are being produced. Ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-dum, ba-da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Ba-ba-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Okay. The SA is a paramilitary wing of the National Socialist Party. By 1935 it had more than 100 divisions called brigades with over 1.5 million men. Since the Rome Purge, the SA were transformed from disorderly street fighters to a disciplined organisation. With the limitations of the Versailles Treaty, the main function of the SA was to provide continuous and effective military training for a large mass of the civilian population. SA members were civilians and not counted as part of the armed forces, but they are an effective and politically reliable backup for the army. They will not let reactionary forces within Germany stop the National Socialist Revolution. Right, so we do lose some manpower. We gain officers. So this is part of the Third Reich events, I believe. Loyal Lutz is the chief of staff of the SA. The official leader of the SA is Adolf Hitler, but he has too many other duties to run it. The chief of the staff manages the SA. Lutz has informed Hitler of Rome's anti-regime activities and Goering. Himmler, Heydrich and Lutz drew up lists of those who should be liquidated, starting with the 7 top SA officials and many more during the Night of the Long Knives. After the purge, Lutz succeeded Rome. Okay. The structure of the SA is the SA Shah of 8 to 16 men, SA Trupp of 3 to 4. Right. So that's 8 and 16 men, so 8 or 16 times 3 to 4, and then that increases. Yeah. So gain more organisation and popularity. Okay. The SA is organised to provide specialist training in such lines as cavalry, signalling, engineering, Medical services and Navy. The SA will continue. The SA as well continues to engage in the dissemination of Nazi propaganda and actions to support the national socialization of Germany. Note, if you disband the SA units, you will get very little manpower, and the later events return the manpower back to the army on fire. You might also want to turn off upgrade to the SA units, as this will be costly. Fair enough. Bloody hell. Right, so we actually have SA forces now under the SA command here. So that's 301,000 men there. Okay. Ba-da-da. So that's good. So we have the SA to perform security for the Reich. With small cavalry there. Awesome. So we'll gain back that 400 manpower at some point in the future. So I'm not annoyed by that. I think it's okay. So we'll have the historical build-up. There we go. I can't believe we're almost an hour in and, like, what, 5 days has passed? Oh boy. Okay. Ooh. Officer ratio has really decreased there. Right. I can get it back up anyway. I just need to have my party popularity increase in Austria to a point at which I can Anschluss them early. Okay. Right, scripted invasions. I'm going to disable the scripted invasions. I don't like that idea. Mostly because I know it'd probably backfire on me. I'd end up forgetting about something or other. Right, forces are still converging. At least these SA forces I could use as like sort of like garrison and defense. Defensiveness is 4.90, fort defense is pretty shit. But it's basically extra men. They're still moving. I'll place them on resources. The Kuppelwagen. Bucket car. It was a light military vehicle designed by Ferdinand Porsche and built by Volkswagen during World War II. For use by the German military, both Wehrmacht and Waffen-SS. Based heavily on the Volkswagen Beetle, it was prototyped as the Type 62, but eventually became known as the internally as the Type 82. When Volkswagen production ceased at the end of the war, 50,435 Kuppelwagen vehicles have been produced, and the vehicle had proven itself to be surprisingly useful, reliable, and durable. Awesome. Right, so we do have a surplus in espionage at the moment, which is interesting, considering we don't have full spies there yet. Okay. New day has dawned. Third Reich events. This mod adds events and more to Germany and a few other countries. It should make the game more fun, interesting, and challenging. The Third Reich events also is a educational mod that will teach you while you play about Germany under the National Socialists. We are but a short way from repeating the mistakes that lead to a future. Okay. Okay. Right. Gain heavy industry. Ooh. Nice. So that's a big change. Obviously, other nations do gain it as well, like Birmingham, New York, New Haven, Detroit, Chicago. That's okay. And there we go. So things change around there. So there's a bit of a change in production. So New York has gained some heavy industry. So did Birmingham. So we have had a change in things. But yeah, having that extra heavy industry is really quite a big boost. Okay. So it seems like all members of the actual Wehrmacht are more or less here. We do have these forces that I do need to transfer over. We do have a actual garrison over here. That heavy artillery is very nice. Honestly, what I probably want to do is take all the heavy artillery from the the garrison forces, and have that put into other units, really. I mean, I could have that put into, like, headquarters or something like that. or possibly other things. I mean, even Fortress Busters. I mean, heavy artillery isn't as good as super heavy artillery, but so it's something anyway. Something just to make up the actual numbers for the time being. Okay, so we have divisions over here. It's going to take a while to bring everything into line regarding divisions and etc. But it'll be okay. So what I'll do then is I'll take all the core commands out and then we'll organize it by our cores when we have the opportunity to do so. Yeah, see we have von Bock. Ugh. It's a good thing I'll be able to organize this. Alright. So it seems like every one of them has... Right, so these are like the actual infantry ones. That's it. Sort of... fuck. Fuck. Alright, we'll just sort them out after. I mean, obviously it doesn't really matter too much what the headquarters have in it. Unless you want to make them like sort of combat units, which isn't necessarily a terrible idea. It's just like sort of a luxury. Right, so there we go. Okay. There we go, that's 5 infantry. Really? Communist nationalists. Okay. Right, SA can deal with that. Right, so we have some more forces available here. Attack commenced. There we go, more close air support. So we've lost some leadership. Right. Keep moving forward. I could actually use these planes. Oh well, it's a little bit of experience for them actually. Experience 30.3. Actually, that's having a nice impact. Let's see. So we're going to look at the KG-152. Yeah, slight increase in experience, so not bad. Nothing to shout about, but not bad. How many forces? Right, okay, so I do have the garrison here. Okay. The People's Receiver. Developed by engineer Otto Ressing. at the request of Reich Minister for Public Enlightenment and Propaganda, Joseph Goebbels. Its purpose was to make a radio reception technology affordable to the general public. A device were affordable at only 76 German Reichsmark, and an even cheaper model costing just 35 Reichsmarks was developed. It is estimated that the number of radio receivers increased in Germany from 4 million in 1932 to more than 12 million in 1959 and to 16 million in 1943. The Volksempfänger was very important because it made it easier to the government to spread its propaganda. Like Albert Speer remarked, through technical devices like the radio and loudspeaker, 80 million people were deprived of independent thought. It was thereby possible to subject them to the will of one man, a radio in every house. Sweet. I like that as well, the actual unity increases. Yeah, that's throughout the entirety of everything. Sweet. What is our party popularity at the moment? So we have a organization of 39.63. 63. Popularity is 43%. Awesome. As it increases, we'll be able to gain a few extra bonuses, so that will be quite nice. Okay. Send them to help out. Okay. Start to organize a military. Right, so 5 divisions. Move you there. Right, you have German trucks, so I'm going to have you... well, then again, it doesn't really matter because you have, like, heavy artillery. The heavy artillery is very nice. The truck transports are really nice. I mean, they could be extremely valuable. Now, let's say in these panzer forces, they only have the German light vehicles. Having German trucks, it has, like, a better performance in different terrain. So replacing those with the trucks would be a much better idea. Like, infantry can have German light vehicles, but trucks are really reserved for more, like, motorized, mechanized, and armored. Okay, let's see. So that's 1 division. So only 1 division can go at a time. That's fine. So transport over there. Right, awesome. Yeah, look at that. Okay. It's going to be a very lengthy process to dictate the entirety of the order of battle. The good thing is the SA ground forces don't have commanders, so at least we're not wasting any. Then again, we're not using any because then... Alright, at least you're helping out in the attack now. You can help out in... Well, you're not going to be able to help out before it's over. These forces are here to help out too. Oh, they're attacking me. Okay, brave. Alright, let's take a look at organization. I mean, that's what we need to look for. So organization at 22.8. There we go, so their organization is 3.1. Lack of supplies, multiple combat penalty, armor advantage. There we go. So we lost 12 troops. So 16 troops in total. Okay. Have transport planes moved over here. Probably what I want to do is have like a force on each airfield just in case of anything going poorly. I.e. like rebels spawning on that and wiping out all my planes. That'd be fucking ungodly annoying. Okay. Awesome. Right. 1936 Winter Olympics. Well, I don't have enough supply for that, but well, not much not much of a choice there. Okay. So resources. Obviously going to need more AA defense, but at least we have those locations covered, or will be somewhat covered, by some AA at least. Not much, but something. Right, the Reich surrounded by enemies. We must rearm to save the Reich from the many threats we face. The Reich only wishes peace, but we must rearm to protect itself. We will be ready. So, yep, air attack 12.5. That's going to be very handy in the future. Future. Alright, transport. Yeah, like, look at all these commanders that we have in here. These trucks can go to the Panzer Divisions. So we'll keep them separate for the moment. Okay, more infantry. So it seems like, I was going to say, it seems like Panzers are like in gold writing, but no, that's not correct. Okay. Bum, ba da 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 dum. Change that for the moment. Right. That's taken a while. Right, have them rebase and repair. There we go. So nothing was really lost there. That's good. Okay. So it's going to be April before we actually have the new technology for the transport. Sorry, for the infantry. So what I might do then is, let's see. So we don't have any air on the go at the moment. IC cost is 4.27. So that's a BF 109 at the moment. Naval bomber and flying boat. Carrier group. Okay. So what I'll do then is I'll have these 8 on the go. The manpower cost is really light, to be honest. Right, so interceptors. And then as we gain the new technology, we'll just replace them. But at least that, well, puts aside the manpower for fighters to one side, which is good. So then we're not going to be using it for anything else in the future. And now, air wing. Bombers will have 4. There we go. I'll also change that as well. I think I might have the... We'll see how much we have left. Okay, let's see. Okay, at least we can get something going. So we have that industry being produced, which is good. I mean, the thing is, it would be nice to produce these, but the thing is, I'd like to be able to get more aircraft out in that meantime. Ah, brilliant. In the time it takes for us to produce one destroyer, we could have been producing, I don't know, like 2-3 squadrons of aircraft. I mean, let's take a look here. So, flotilla, a destroyer takes 316 days. So roughly in that period to produce one flotilla of destroyers, we could in fact produce... Oh, right, yes. Anyway, we could in fact just go down here. Yes. So we'd be able to produce roughly 3 squadrons, so 101 days. Yeah. We could produce 3 point, like, something, 0 point something, like 1 squadrons of aircraft, which is going to protect the Reich a hell of a lot more than a single destroyer flotilla. So I'm happy in that one. Okay. During World War II, the German infantry divisions were mostly mobilized in the Wellen waves, as they were required by the changing fortunes of war. Wave was a German designation for groups of infantry divisions raised at approximately the same time, with approximately the same type of organization and equipment, and that shared a similar type of personnel and level of training. From 1939 to 1945, there were at least 35 waves formed in various military districts under the supervision of the replacement army. That's here. So... Okay. Just gonna save again, just in case. I think it's worthwhile to keep on saving every now and then. Right, so national unity is increasing. It's good to see. Right, the SS tank destroyer, the cavalry. Okay. Units of the Third Reich. That's another mod I have on. I can't remember if I... Yeah, I said that one. Okay, so engine type, aircraft protection, and tank armor type. Ooh. Light protection will allow your aircraft to maintain greater range and speed in combat with less fuel usage. Such aircraft will be cheaper and faster to build. Heavy protection will give your aircraft greater hit power and ability to absorb damage at the cost of some speed and range. Without significant investment in text to counter this, such aircraft will become much more expensive but potentially more durable. The type of engine... Chosen unlocks the related AFE technology. Choosing gasoline type will give an overall supply bonus, speed bonus, a small amount of toughness. Choosing diesel will give better combat performance, battle speed, and better toughness. I think fuel and supply is chief. Okay. Type of armor unlocks the tech to research for your AFVs. Welded armor increases strength and protection with slower build time. Cast armor offers fast build time with less AFV armor protection. I think cast armor. I think being able to produce the panzers. Yeah, I think that's the better way of thinking about it. I mean, like, sure, we could have tougher panzers, but if I could have, like, say if we have one division of panzers that's tougher, but what's better, one panzer division or 2 panzer divisions? 2 panzer divisions every bloody time. Okay, now do I have light armor? I think we shall. So we'll have the light aircraft, so it increases our speed and ability to pump them out. And reduces heart attack, but screw heart attack. We can get that through other modifiers. Supply throughput, armor, and air decreases in time, air intercept efficiency increases. So we'll go with that then. Units of the Third Reich. You'll get 2 units of the Third Reich units from vanilla Black Ice events or UTR event order of battle. Okay, so let's see now. Oops. Interceptors now only take 96 days. So, yeah, the amount of squadrons that we can produce for the time, well, designated for one destroyer increases slightly. Still good. Bam, 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 dun, 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 dun. Halder, goddamn. Alright. Right, infantry, infantry. I guess I can go by names. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's 5. Bum 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 dun 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 dun. Bum bum. Right, Hitler demands a Panzer Force. Oh, sorry, Himmler demands a Panzer Force. With the success of the Wehrmacht Panzer formations, Himmler has realized the strategic and propaganda effect of having Panzer units in the SS. July 1942 in Bergen, Netherlands, the SS Panzer General Commander was created. The corps served as a skeletal formation, obviously in the reorganization, restructure the Waffen SS combat divisions of the area Toulon, France. And earlier, February 1943, these corps were ordered to join the General Field Marshal Manstein's Army Group South in Ukraine, where it was become known very simply as the SS Panzer Corps. SS Gruppenführer Paul Hauser, the SX commander of the Das Reich Division, was placed in charge of the corps and was tasked with defending the strategic city of Kharkov. This event will trigger an activation event for building SS Panzer brigades. There will also be Panzer upgrades for the SS divisions. Good. Okay, government suppression. Okay. Right, so there's not really any difference here. I guess we'll go with police buildings. Right, so standard infantry 1936, April 15. Right, police. So again, a few buildings. Some being in Hanover. Yeah. I think that decreases the amount of revolt risk in the surrounding areas. Let's take a look at revolt risk. Yeah, you can see where police headquarters are. Okay. Infantry, 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 Panzer, motorized infantry. So that's 3 divisions of infantry. How many did we have from... Right, so that's 3 divisions from there. What I'll do then is I'll send 1 there. Actually, I do wonder. I wonder if it's the golden units that like have upgrades in the future, perhaps. I'm not entirely sure, but it could be a way to potentially tell. Right, so infantry. And... infantry. There we go. Gutstoff murdered. Wilhelm Gutstoff was the German leader of the NSDAP in Switzerland. He founded the Swiss branch of the party at Davos in 1932, which organised Nazi party members living outside the German Reich. Gutstoff, who worked as a Swiss government meteorologist, joined the NSDAP in 1929 and put much effort into the distribution of anti-Semitic book, The Protocols of the Elders of Zion. Okay. Okay, he will be remembered, but we are not ready for war now. Wow, you can go to war with fucking Switzerland? What the fuck? Should not abuse his death. So I gain unity and popularity. The trial. That's pretty interesting. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, how are we going in intelligence? So only 4 spies. Right, SS medium artillery, the Brabag. In 1933, joined IG Farben and the Deutschen Reich. Right, Fedor-Busch Agreement. So-called gasoline contract for the production of synthetic gasoline. On September 21st, 1954, Reich Economics Minister Helmut Schacht called the leading industrialists of the coal and oil industry to a meeting, which he stated that the foreign exchange situation threatened to make vital expansion of domestic fuel production. Shortly after he adopted it, after a voluntary agreement failed, the regulation of the establishment of the mandatory communities in the lignite industry, and called subject to the further connections to the following 10 compulsory members, IG Farben. As a result, the 10 companies joined together in October 1954 to form Brabag. In November 1954, came under the threat of unlimited fines and imprisonment by Schacht. Other member firms were added. The companies involved had to take several hundred million Reichsmark loans to finance required works. Wow. That's pretty heavy read. Okay. So Dresden increases. Yep, and we have oil now. Sweet. At least some production. Do we have an oil refinery here then? No. Yeah, I could build one there though. How much would that be? Let's take a look at that. So that could be very handy in the future. So an oil refinery is 10.98, I see. I might build that in the future when I do have some spare. Oh, oops. But not right now. Okay. There we go. Ah, Fallschirmjäger. That'd be very handy in the future. Right, take you. Ah, right, so Logistics Master has been changed to Quartermaster. What I'd like to do as well is have these upgraded to light transports. I mean, horse transports are good, but they don't really provide any other advantage, well, any other modifier than movement. Whereas light trucks actually have a terrain bonus, which is very important. These are things to bear in mind. Okay. So motorized. So 2 motorized. There we go. What I could do then is I could take the trucks from the headquarters, then the light vehicles from the Panzer divisions, give the light vehicles to the infantry divisions, and then I could give the horse transport to the HQs. So at least then we're not wasted anything and everything's going round in a nice glorious circle. Okay. So I do have that flak. Damn it. That could be very nice to have just defending like a important city. Right, transport. So we are struggling to produce supplies. Right, SS infantry brigades. As a combat arm of the Schutzstaffel, protective squadron of the SA. Okay. The Waffen SS saw action throughout World War II and swelled from 3 regiments to over 38 divisions and served alongside the Wehrmacht regular army, but was never formally part of it. The Nationally Socialist Motor Corps was a paramilitary organization of the Nazi Party. Adolf Hundlein was the Korpsführer of the NSKK. The group was a successor organization to the older National Socialist Automobile Corps. So it's a training organization mainly instructing members in the operation and maintenance of high-performance motorcycles and automobiles, as well as providing transportation of the NSDAP and SA officials. The NSKK also served as the roadside assistance group comparable to the modern-day American Automobile Association, so the Nazi AAA. Nice. And the British Automobile Association, AA. A little bit of popularity. Dry drummer cigarettes. Interesting. A typical SA unit earned hundreds of Reichsmarks each month based on the number of cigarettes sold to the local resellers. SA members were expected to smoke Sturm cigarettes exclusively. The brand was also used to make the prospect of serving in the German army more appealing, with a set of cars being produced which depicted attractive army uniforms from history. The SA stopped manufacturing cigarettes in 1934. Should we continue the practice to help fund and supply the SA, or stopping them work on improve the health of the SA and the German nation? Holy shit. Holy shit, yes. Okay. That's 15,000 supplies. I'm gonna take that. That is pretty damn hard to say no to. We don't even lose that much research in medicine, so yeah, screw it. That was definitely worthwhile. Okay. Right, so we have like what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have roughly 4 full cores ready. So 4 full infantry cores, and then a core with some infantry missing. I could have the mountain infantry added into there, but I don't think that's a proper thing to do. We need things to be organised. So we have like 5 cores ready to go pretty much. I need to have a hell of a lot of infantry, to be honest. Okay. Now, do we have any other armies other than the SA and SS? Right, so nothing's attached to OKH at the moment. Okay, so we have army groups, but not armies. Okay. So we'll have a first army created. Okay, we have first army. First army can be attached to army group south, I guess. Yeah, okay. You can then be assigned to... Do I have them assigned to the West or East Command for the moment? Trying to decide now. I mean, obviously it doesn't really make much of a difference, but I am a creature of habit. We'll have them assigned to the West for the moment. Okay. So the West has now... Oh, right, okay. Ah. I assigned the wrong one. There we go. So now the Western Command has 263,000 troops under its command, so it has the cores here. So what I'll do then is I'll have them deployed over there for the moment in time. Okay, there we go. Then I'll change the order of battle properly later. Okay. That's good. I mean, it helps me, so I'm not having to produce supplies for the moment while I get rid of this descent. Okay, Coke it is. One vote, one nation, one drink. Coke it is. Coca-Cola sponsors the Winter Olympics. Well, I'll take that bit of money. There we go. Descent's gone. Right, the Himalaya expedition. German-Swiss expedition to Tibet. Cool. Obviously not that interested, but sure. The Winter Olympics, not the Winter Olympics, goddamn. This is what happens when I've been talking for a long time. I end up fucking up. Okay. The opening of the Winter Olympics at the... Germany. This gives us a chance to show the world German greatness. German skier Willy Bogner takes the Olympic oath during the opening ceremonies. General Major Eduard Dieton, an international competitive skier, helped organize many events. A military patrol competition will be held for the first time. A precursor to the biathlon. Let the games begin. So we lose some manpower, but we lose descent. We gain unity. Gain some cash. We actually gain in mounted infantry, ski brigades, mounted training. Sweet. So we gain some relations with all nations, including, importantly, Austria. Right, the old battleship Hanover is the same class as Schleswig-Holstein. We can either recommission her or break her up for scrap. We're going to commission her because you gain not just the battleship, but the passenger ship, and I think you gain something else too. What did you gain? I can't remember what else comes with it. Combine them. Yeah, you gained a torpedo boat too, which I can have moved out to the main fleet. There we go. Right. The Reichsautobahn. In 1938, Philip Hotzmann had 20,800 employees and contributed to several major building projects like the numerous sections of the Reichsautobahn, the Reichskanzlei in Berlin, the Nazi Party rally grounds in Nuremberg, and the Porora complex. Their buildings expertise will help us build a new Reich. The player may want to manage the production queue to move the Autobahn to the top. So we can finish the Autobahn. I guess we'll finish the Autobahn. Yeah, so that'd finish instantly. That's good then. Dun 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 dun. There we go, it's finished. Sweet. National highways. Yeah, that's really nice. Yep. Awesome. Bam, 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 bam. Right, Blaberg, Madberg. Sweet. Right, so we have spies increasing in Austria now. So we do have 4% over here. The Berlin Auto Show will let us examine other nations' automobile developments and show off the Reich's great autos. Sweet. Ah, nice. Bum, 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 dun. Ah, the Winter Olympics, a funeral to get support. Ooh. Yeah, that is going to increase. Right. SS Mountain Artillery. Oh, no, sorry, SS Mountain Airborne Artillery. The Hindenburg. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Bum 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 bum. See inside. Cool. Now we're at 100% unity. Good news. Dance show. Closing ceremony. So we gain some manpower and some money. Good. We lose threat. Norwegian figure skater Sonja Heine takes the gold in a magnificent figure skating performance. This demonstrates the superiority of the Aryan race. We have central results of the Summer Games only reinforce the truth. Very nice. It's keeping us up there. Right, historically the SS Panzer divisions were not formed until 1943. However, SS Panzer brigades are available for this time. The Wehrmacht Rats divisions. This is the start of a chain of events that will give you some Wehrmacht Rats divisions, military units formed with the purpose of to train German recruits and wounded deemed fit for military service before sending them to the front training units. The so-called Field Rats Elbentangs, and alternately to combat duty. To represent this, the units you will receive will have no experience and in some cases weaker components, i.e. militia instead of infantry. As you progress, you will receive some reserve panzer divisions still lacking experience, and some of them will have obsolete equipment. Do you want to form this? I want them. Right, towards the sun. Nice. Towards the sun. Ba bum 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 dun dun. There we go, form them. May 17th. Alright, well up there. Actually, that'd be a much better idea. There we go. So produce those 3 squadrons first before the other ones. Right, SA Sports Badge. Nice. That is pretty impressive. President Benez has invited the German ambassador for talks to ease tension relations. Wow, through 10 successive governments. Bloody hell. The Black Shorts. Deputy Führer has suggests, after reading one of his favourite British authors, that the NSDAP sent support to the Saviours of England, better known as the Black Shorts. He says the Roderick-Spode Black Shorts have a platform that all Englishmen will support. At birth, every citizen as of right will be issued with a British bicycle and an honest British-made umbrella. That's pretty fucking amazing. Right, first assured of a mobile workforce and adequately protected against the elements, this great country can go forward once more to glory. Should we let the Deputy Führer make this arrangement? He plans a big announcement on the radio. That's pretty amusing, actually. Screw it. Oh, that actually hurts me, god damn it. I thought it was a little bit insane. Right. Shipyard founded. Oh, so we can gain that again. Nice. Bum 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 bum. Right, the SS needs their headquarters. Sweet. Construction of the Tehran rail station. Have Philip Hosman build the Tehran railway station. This will bring them closer to the Reich and help develop Iran into a more modern country. It will not cost as much and help build relations with an oil-rich country, which the Reich needs. Build the station. Helps them out. Okay. The flag is a small Czechoslovak fascist movement magazine of the same name. Occult expert. That's pretty interesting. So I could send support or not. Supporting this group might disrupt our support of the SDP. Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me. It was the world's first self-contained broadcasting centre and included a large concert hall. Looks pretty impressive. There we go. That's a lovely little thing. Keep training. Right, there we go. Right, SS motorized. Railway artillery, yes please. Auto Union. Yeah, these events really don't like me having supplies. Okay. The Second London Naval Treaty. The conference was intended to limit the growth in naval armaments until its expiration in 1942. The absence of Japan prevented agreement on a ceiling on the number of warships. The treaty did limit the maximum size of signatory ships and the maximum caliber of guns which they could carry. First of all, capital ships were restricted to 35,000 long tons and standard displacement and 14-inch guns. However, a so-called escalator clause, which included at the urging of the US-American negotiators, in case of all the countries that had signed the Washington Naval Treaty refused to adhere to this new limit, this provision allowed the signatory countries of the Second London Naval Treaty, France, the United Kingdom and the United States, to raise their limit from 14-inch guns to 16-inch guns if Japan or Italy still refused to sign after 1st of April 1937. Interesting. Okay. Very, very nice. It's a big boost in popularity. Yeah, see, high popularity has a nice impact. Interesting. Good. First research done. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Very handy. Oh. Not going to say no to this event here, especially as it gives me officers and more manpower. So, manpower now is 12.5. Let's do the maths. So 12.5 times 12, so 150 manpower per year now. That's good. We bloody well need it too, I'm not even kidding you. Origin the heavy cruiser Prince Eugene. Yeah. We'll lay it down for infantry divisions. Da, 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 da. I'll go with a full division. KG 254, 232, 155, 154. There we go. That's a lot of things. We're going to put them up there though, so I can get them produced. Same for infantry, really. You can get these units built first, that's good. At least I'll have 4 infantry divisions there. So that'll leave me with 1 spare infantry division that I can use for a new corps. Right, Reichsorganization. Motorsports, continue the training. Ooh, training base in Tübingen. So I get it anyway. But a big increase gives me... What does it give me? I guess a big increase, why not? Reichsorganization. The Third Reich will be organised by the NSDAP. The National Socialists need to have many community organisers to tell people how best to think. Wow, that's a big increase. In October 1936, Felix Steiner was among those who established the legendary SS Junker School Bad Todds. Okay. We'll build the school. Bum 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 bum. Bum dun 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 dun. Okay. That's nice to have. Yep, okay. Keep fit. Wow. Bum 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 bum. Monaco Grand Prix. Dun 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 dun. Standard infantry has been produced, well finished. So now we can actually produce infantry with the proper shit. Yes, see, model 1936. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum ba da 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 da. Okay. So, medium artillery. No, actually not medium artillery, normal artillery. As medium consumes fuel, I don't want to do that. Actually, SS medium artillery consumes less, and actually has suppression effects. Interesting. Slightly cheaper, but the officer cost... Actually, that's... right, production time increases. Then again, for certain divisions, that won't matter much, as the core, like, regiment is going to take that time anyway. Would be worthwhile. Right. Actually, it seems like I might as well produce the SS. Yeah. Having that extra suppression is actually going to be incredibly valuable. And it's cheaper too. I like that. It takes longer to produce, but oh well. Right, that's more expensive. Again, has suppression. I like the fact that the SS units have suppression. That's quite interesting. Though here, the normal variant wins out, as it's cheaper. There we go. Now... Okay. So engineer. We'll have the German light transport. Well, German light vehicle. So light vehicle. Also, the light vehicles do give combined arms, so we'll be able to see that in a moment. So we'll have the... Let's see. A little bit of suppression there. Slightly more expensive. Same amount of time. I think I'm just going to have the normal headquarters. Though having that more extra organization does help. It just makes it slightly more expensive. Which, over a big build queue, could make a big difference. And again, having that extra organization is really handy, so we'll go with the SS. Having more suppression is good too. In the fact that they have 4 suppression here, which is absolutely jack shit, but it will help out. I mean, it will make a big difference. Right, so we can see here, and then we'll have the, I could have armoured car. I think I might just have armoured car. So that's the SS variant of the armoured car. Same organisation, same stats. Though this one's slightly faster for some reason. This has some more suppression. Supply consumption is lower, fuel consumption is lower. Officer recruitment, well, officers needed is lower. IC cost is lower. Manpower cost is slightly lower. And it takes longer to build, but for divisions like this, it doesn't matter. Okay. So let's see the difference here. So 26, so if I go with horse transports, it remains at 26. If I go for German light vehicles, it increases to 35. Right, so there we go, we have our infantry divisions. So we'll have... how many of them should I have on the go? I think if we go by cores, that works out a lot easier. I doubt we'll ever spend that much, so we'll bring it down to a manageable level. That's going to take 527 manpower. That's a lot of manpower. Yeah. So, I mean, this is for 50 divisions, so that's 2 armies worth of infantry. Indeed. I could increase that to another army, so we'd have 3 armies worth of infantry there. But we'll tone it down to that. What I'll do then is I'll probably just have 1 army produced for the moment. I did it as reserves. Doesn't make much of a difference. So we'll have 1 army produced for the time being. Down there later. Okay, technology. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. I can't believe how little time's actually passed. Looking forward to having this new industry. Industry's almost done, so that's May 25th. Okay, there we go. Special Forces branch upgrade. Infantry theory increases. Okay. I'll go for the mediums and that. Well, the heavies, I should say. 4 engines. There you go. And assault gliders. So we just had the artillery brigade increase. Yeah, so artillery is 2 years ahead of time. So that increases build time. Right, so if I go to production... There we go. So it's going to take 23 months, obviously, in total. If I was to go down to 1, it's 140 days. Which isn't long at all. Well, it isn't that long. Okay, Hitler steps in. That's not bad. I mean, the industrial efficiency, pretty nice. Right, so what we'll do then is, since we're producing in an abundance of spies, we can bring this down. I could probably bring it down to 1 and still be okay. So I'll bring it down to 1, so we'll actually have some officer recruitment. Right, so lock that. So now we're going to recruit 7.4 officers per day, which is at least something. It's at least some kind of increase. Right, heavy AA guns. Which is important. Yeah, the dual purpose ones are going to be very handy in the future. Indeed. Yeah, like heavy A, soft attack increases massively, hard attack increases massively, piercing attack increases massively. Okay. Energy. Not engine. Leadership. Whoa, so I lose some IC there until the 8th of May. Right, we'll commission the Hessen. There we go. So we have a good number of coastal battleships now. Something that gives us a decent amount of punch. Rebase over there. Lovely. So let's take a look at... So the NSDAP branch in Austria is growing to 5% at the moment. I mean, we should be able to really hope for a early Anschluss, or earlier Anschluss. Right, so radios advance, infantry radio communication equipment, so electronic, yeah, that's some years away now. Gotta be on top of this. Okay. I guess we'll put these technologies on. Might as well. There we go, lock that. There we go. 1.38. So 8.4 officers per day. Wow. 20,000 people should fit into the facility, each there for 2 weeks of the vacation in functional but communal surroundings. People will enjoy 2 wave pools, bowling alleys, a cinema, the festival parade square, a concert hall, docks for cruise ships like the Wilhelm Gustloff, a nearby lake and course, the beautiful beaches of the Baltic Sea. Heat wave of 1936. Right, FE tracks increase. Right, the horse. Wow. Bloody hell. Okay, I'm not going to say no to increase in supply production. No way, no sir. Right, so FE. Armor plate thickness. Okay, tank destroy 1936. I can't research that. Okay, there we go. German-Yugoslav trade agreement. I'm going to enjoy that. Yep, there we go. Bit more cash. God's sakes. Bloody arses. Okay. So basically right in school. Right, they were destroyed immediately. Submarine torpedo tubes. Good. So be able to produce proper submarines soon. Okay, high-speed train. Nice. Increase in unity and popularity. That was a big fucking train. Holy shit. Yeah, high popularity. Increases in leadership, territorial pride, and national unity. Diplomatic report. Our diplomatic service reports that Father Cullen, a populist progressive radio priest whose slogan is social justice, is a strong supporter of the Union Party in the USA. The Union Party is an anti-capitalist and anti-communist leftist party. Father Cullen has often voiced his support for the Hitler and Mussolini. His social justice program is a strong progressive nationalist socialist agenda, and he is working on making social justice the means to promote progressive government's control and limit freedom. That sounds really familiar today, doesn't it? Will the term stay around? I love it. And that's just it. Would I have any reason to try and increase, well, to support my party in the USA? I don't think it'd really have much of a... I don't know. I don't think it'd keep the USA out. I think they'd join by events with, obviously, with Japan. I mean, then again, they are there, the German-American band. They are there. I mean, having dissent increases the likelihood they go to parties like that. Well, it's a luxury, but I can't afford at the moment. I need to focus on be practical. Interesting. Okay. Prototypes. Ah, I see. Awesome. Sweet. Deutschland, Deutschland. Right, let's see. Flotilla. So submarines. Well, we have long-range submarines, actually. 7.97. Ugh. So we have convoy attack. Sea attack is larger for the long range. Submarine attack. Air attack. Shore bombardment 0. Whoops. Right, mission max range. Yes, the long range does have significantly longer range, which could be worthwhile. Could be. I'm not denying that could be very handy in the future, but the fact is, let's see. So if I was to go with, I don't know, let's say 8 submarines, that would take 300, well, 21 months. Well, 63.8 IC for long range. Yeah, you can see that's a big difference. I'd be able to build a lot more submarines. And I think volume is the best thing for it, really. God damn, who's stealing my technology? Okay, have a swim. An artificial lake in Hanover. Interesting. Reichsluftministerium. Cool. Nice. Very, 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 very nice. Obviously that's ahead of time. But that will give us an increase in IC. Yep, there we go. Increases the total amount available to 190. Therefore I can start building more. Okay. Defensive. And improve security. There we go. This is it. What the hell do I produce? What do I research, I mean. At the moment, nothing. So I can sprint into officers for the moment. Which I'm happy about that. There we go. $12.3. Good. Impressive. Broadcasting. Camouflage design. There we go. Recruiting more officers now. Right. Damn. We need to keep our popularity high. Wolfer Weaver. Weaver became the commander. Right, okay. Weaver outlined 5 key points to the air strategy: to destroy the enemy's air force by bombing its bases and aircraft factories, and defeating enemy air forces attacking German targets, and to prevent the movement of large enemy ground forces to decisive areas by destroying railways and roads, particularly bridges and tunnels, which are indispensable for the movement of supply of forces, and to support the operations of the army formations independent of the railways, i.e. armoured forces, motorised forces. That's quite forward thinking. Support the naval organization, operations. To paralyse the enemy armed forces by stopping production at armaments factories. Good pilot. Oh, so you can either live or die. Did he die? Oh, he died. Ah. It would have been cool if he lived. That would have been interesting. Yeah, we'll go for that though. Pioneer program. Small bunkers were set up with 3 embrasures towards the front. The walls were 50 centimeters, 20 inches thick. Soldiers stationed there did not have their own beds, but had to make do with hammocks. In exposed positions, similarly small bunkers were erected with small round armoured lookout sections on the roof. The program was carried out by the Border Watch, small military troop activated in the Rhineland immediately after it was militarized. Interesting. Start the program. Normal for the Reich. There's a big difference there. So like here it makes an actual difference if I decide to go with defenses or not. Ooh, it affects my manpower. I'll go with that. I mean, garrison otherwise is useless. I might as well have some actual fortresses for them to defend in. Twin engine Bombay. Alright, there we go. Need more metal. Right. Nice weather. Ooh, I gain a little bit of manpower. And popularity. The Swiss National Front was founded in 1933 in Zurich as a merger of different right-wing groups. Cool. Oh, for God's sakes. Good manpower advance. So that's now 12.4. 12.4 times 12 is 148.8. Okay, so mass events. There we go. At least we're recruiting more officers at this moment in time when there's nothing to really research. Which is a big deal. I mean, that boosts the number that we need. So we need 57,865, so we've got a long way to go. Right, increases militia training strength, or militia strength. Hmm. Uh, uh. Hmm. Very, very nice. Oh, I missed that one. How did I miss that one? That's a really important one, too. Right. Interesting. Good, so those divisions are ready now. Bam, da, da. Alright, we'll move one of them out. That one. You'll form the basis of a new core. Okay, so that leaves us able to... Why so little in production? Ah, so lack of supplies. Right, Lucio's are being produced now. Get them out of the way and we'll be good. Right, direct fire combined arms. Okay. Impressive. There we go. So we'll have to assign leaders in the future. Yeah, like, you have elite infantry here. That's really quite good to have. And you got cavalry in there, too. I'm gonna need this for the future fortress bakers. Breakers, not bakers. Sweet. Right, remove Grand Battle Plan. The Graf Zeppelin 2. Okay. Merge our police forces and form the... Right, I do not want to play with German police events. We'll have them. Supply throughput and ruling party increases. That's pretty good. Okay, sentry boxes. That's pretty good. And mobile unit combined arms. Garrison deployment would be good. There we go, seaport level 1. And I could order Bismarck. Not gonna go away. Right, from Geneva. Interesting. Yeah, it's going to be extremely irritating if it doesn't go away. So yeah, actually they're fairly... Did I have 2 Bismarcks? Did I gain like another Bismarck every time I hit that? I don't want to do that actually, but that's interesting to note. Ah, right, so that's cancelled it. So we have 2 Bismarcks, so we'll have Bismarck and Tirpitz. That could have been exploitable if it just carried on. Okay. Nice. Oil, lubrication plant to storages. Hell yeah. High popularity. There we go, the Hitler Youth bicycle trips. Send them. Okay, so what we'll do then is we'll call it end here. It's been a very long time. Well, almost 2 hours and 20 minutes. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. I can't believe that we're only in July. But well, progress takes time. So, thank you all to those mentioned before and to everybody who has put up with the shit. So thank you very much. I hope to see you again in the next episode. Hopefully we'll be able to reorganize things and get the stuff underway. I do feel more confident playing Black Ice. I do have some actual experience, and it is good. I think I'll be able to do a much better job this time. So in some ways that irritating issue was something of a godsend. So until next time guys, thank you for watching, and if you do feel I've deserved it, you can always back me on Patreon or a small donation on PayPal. Makes a big difference. And I hope you guys have a good day, or night, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Goodbye for now. See you all very soon in the future.